Now, though, does Trent start for any club in world football?
Well, you can tell everybody.
Right-footed towards the far corner. Oh, what a goal! It's a brilliant strike from Trent Alexander-Arnold.
I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
Oh, what a player. He's so influential. He is magnificent on the ball.
Someone gets past him once and it's you can't defend, and I do think he does get a lot of criticism for that, which he shouldn't.
Might work out to the edge of the area, almost broke for Foster, but what an interception by Trent Alexander-Arnold.
England's best passer of the ball, probably since Paul Scholes, in Trent Alexander-Arnold.
And he's taken quickly. Oh, it is in! It's Divock Origi again! Well, see, Alexander-Arnold, Jim, has done unbelievably well because he realised that the Barcelona players had switched off.
He's a pleasure to play because he's always looking forward. He's always looking for us when we're running behind.
I want to win games. That's my aim going into every game. It's not get as many assists or goals as you can. It's make sure we win the game and try and influence that.
Well, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell
Trent is where it's at. You can have yours say by picking up the phone 03717223344. Why do people say Trent can't defend? Why is that?
Because obviously, I think when you look at some high-profile games when he's against wingers at times, maybe his positioning. People question a lot. At times, his one-to-one defending can be a little bit better, but there's no doubt he has got better when it comes to defending. I mean, there are better defenders out there than him. Mm-hmm. But if you are talking about a footballer,
yeah,
and what he possesses in his locker, oh my, there's no fullback on the planet that possesses what he's got with the ball at his feet. Not nobody.
I've got some stats in front of me, right,
Mm-hmm.
about Trent. It's Trent versus Kyle Walker, because you and I both think Kyle Walker is the best right-back ever to play Premier League football.
Yeah, he
right?
is. Come on.
Yeah, no, I agree. Listen, of course,
Yeah.
right? If anyone phones up and says otherwise, I mean, it's a hell of a case you've got to put forward.
Yeah.
Okay? I've got stats from the two of them this season. So, games played, 18 and 19. Walker's one more. Okay? Tackles won percentage in the Premier League this season. Trent 69, this is one. Walker 59. So Trent has won more tackles, percentages. Recoveries. So Trent has got more recoveries than Walker, right? 131 to 103. Duels won. Trent has got 46, Walker 57. So, okay, Walker point there. Since the start of last season, Trent has been directly involved in more goals, 16 than any other defender. Only Bruno Fernandes, 40, has created more big chances than Trent. Now, everything in front of me, everything tells me his game is pretty much faultless, and that includes not just, of course, setting up chances and scoring, but defending as well. It's weird that...
Yeah, but I think sometimes we look so much into stats, and I think that's a problem, that we almost use stats to kind of enhance our argument, but at times you've got to look at what your eyes are telling you. You're watching the game, and obviously Trent now, you look at the recoveries, for instance, more recoveries. Well, now he's being asked to do that kind of inverted fullback. When they lose possession, he's having to chase to get himself back into possession.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
tackles won. 10% more.
Okay, tackles, well, I get that. But you look at times, you've got to take into consideration as well. Kyle Walker, with his pace, doesn't have to tackle. He just gets there first, and so there's no tackle.
I know, but what we're doing is we're comparing Trent to the best right back ever.
Yeah.
Right? And it's on the back of, is it a myth that he can't defend? Let's just say that Kyle Walker's stats are better, which they're not. Then Trent's second to Kyle Walker, right? So he obviously can defend. I mean, he must be an unbelievable defender, surely.
But again, stats can be misleading. And again, you have to look at the eye test. You look at what we've seen Kyle Walker come up against. Vinicius Junior. We're talking about one of the best wingers on the planet. And look what Kyle Walker made look ordinary. We've seen Kyle Walker against Mbappe, where people go, right, here we go. I love this test. That's where Kyle Walker, at the elite level, at the very, very top level, Kyle Walker will go up against anybody. And you have even if as a manager, even if they've got their best player on the left-hand side, you must go, I'm all right. Kyle's back there. So for me, defensively, Kyle Walker is the best. But, as I said, when you look at what Trent could do with the ball at his feet and what he's got in his armory. In his armoury.
Don't want to look there. That's one place I definitely don't want to look, Benny.
In his armoury.
What if I did look there? What would I see? Yeah. What you have for breakfast?
In his armoury. I've never seen a fullback do what Trent can do. He range of passing, dead ball specialist, his goals, he's a threat. I mean, he is what you call.
Okay, let me ask you: if you took both players out, so you took Walker out of City and Trent out of Liverpool, and you swapped them, right? Would Liverpool be better with Kyle Walker?
No, because that's not the way they play.
Okay, would Man City be better with Trent?
Do you know, from a defensive standpoint, Liverpool would be better. Do you know why? Because another thing with these stats.
But as a club, as a team, the way they play.
Well, no, because obviously Liverpool play a completely different way.
Right.
But also with these stats as well, you've got to think City keep the ball a lot of the time. So of course Walker maybe is not going to have to defend as much as a Trent at Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Because the Man City keep the ball all the time.
Okay, so one of the questions we're asking is, does he get into any team in the world? Okay, I think we have to take Liverpool, and this is, by the way, this is just at right back, so you can't say he gets in Man City's team along with like Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne, etc. We're asking whether or not
In a
as
right back slot.
Okay, you're going to say no for Man City.
Yes.
Is that it?
I mean, most probably. I mean, I'd take him at Arsenal in a heartbeat. Absolute heartbeat. With that, what he's got in his locker, I've never seen someone do what he does. Like he's
Real Madrid got, is it Carvajal?
Yeah, I mean, how old's he getting?
Okay, yeah, so he's definitely right.
He was the one who clipped the ball in from Ronaldo, scored the bicycle kick. How long ago was that?
Yeah.
But
So-
no, Trent is what a footballer.
Okay. We'll take calls in. Now, as you know, of course, Liverpool have confirmed that defender Trent Alexander-Arnold has been ruled out for a couple of weeks with a knee injury. So the Reds will be without him for the first leg of their Carabao Cup semi-final tonight against Fulham. It's live on talkSPORT straight after us. Ahead of the game, Liverpool legend John Barnes joined the breakfast show. He said it will be a massive loss going forward.
Yes, but of course, I don't think that from the defensive point of view, they'll miss Trent necessarily because, of course, that's not what Trent does. But, of course, from an attacking perspective, being creative when he pushes into midfield, or even from the right-back position, the chances he creates coming forward, he's our most creative player, which is a bit strange. You know, you'd think the creative players would be more the midfield players. But from a defensive point of view, I don't think we'll necessarily miss him that much. But, of course, we'll miss his creativity.
Yeah, I totally agree with Mr. Barnes. The U0371722344. We'll take loads of calls in a sec, but one now. Hello, Carl, the Liverpool fan.
Evening, guys.
How are you? Are you well? Are you good?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, driving home from work, so all is good.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, you're obviously a Liverpool fan, so you're a massive fan of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Does he get into every team in world football, including Man City?
I'm not sure, like Benty said, I'm not sure that City would put him in a hooker for a defensive point of view and standpoint, but any other club, I would say yes. If you're talking, would he get in any team in the world as a player, and certainly as a midfield player on what he's doing, again, I would say yes. But your stats, to me, I think are a bit misleading because they don't tell you where he's made those tackles. Has he made those tackles in midfield, in the attacking half, which he does, and then sets up goals, or are those tackles made in his defensive duties? So they perhaps are slightly misleading, but obviously they're still very good. For me, Liverpool, they're talking about buying more midfielders. I don't think we need to. I think we need to buy and spend up to 80 to 100 million pounds, if there is somebody out there, a world-class right back, and just move Trent forward and leave him permanently in midfield. He's not going to get in the England team as a right back, but he should be in the England team as a midfield player simply because of what he does.
You make some great points, Carl, really great points. One thing that backs up what you've just said, I've got in front of me so many more facts about Trent and Kyle Walker. One of the stats is how many times they've both been dribbled past.
Trent's top.
Trent is 41, Kyle Walker is 12.
Yeah, so again, defensively, he's not as good as Walker, but then he brings so much more to the team when he's going forward than potentially Walker does.
Yeah.
Because Walker's brilliant in what he does, but he's not going to score as many goals, set up as many goals, and take free kicks like Trent does. You know, at the minute, Trent is the focal point of that midfield. When he goes in there, everybody's looking for him like they did with Gerrard. Give the ball to Trent. Trent will find a pass. Trent will find somebody, will score a goal. And that's what they did with Gerrard. And I think he could be as influential for Liverpool in that role as Steven Gerrard if he was given the chance permanently.
Okay, well, great call. Thank you, Carl.
Is that, I mean, as you said, he's been dribbled past the most, Trent, right? But you've got to say as well, Liverpool, like Trent has been asked to do a lot more for Liverpool than Kyle Walker is for Manchester City. Like Manchester
Going forward, you mean?
Going forward, yeah. So like Manchester City, you've got their ball players. So Kyle Walker just does what he does. Trent is like their... Do you know what I mean? He's been asked to do everything for Liverpool. Yeah.
You and I both start him in England's midfield with Bellingham and Rice.
Or if he goes to a back three, the manager, then he's got to be your right wing back.
Yeah, of course, but we won't do that.
No, put him in there.
We're one-dimensional, you know that.
Put him with Bellingham and Rice.
Yeah, you and I would do that, but of course we know it's going to be Henderson.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.